Hi folks, welcome again to the channel. Juan here from Physical Media U. Today we have another Blu-ray review, in this case Trenque Lauquen from Laura Citarella. Hello again and thanks for tuning in for another review, this time the Blu-ray for Trenque Lauquen released by Radiance Film and directed by Laura Citarella. But before we start, I would like to invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you are interested in physical media, especially Blu-ray reviews and also soundtracks on vinyl. You can also find me on Instagram with the same handle Physical Media EU, where I post little pictures of all the items that I review. Now yes, we can start with a presentation of the release. So here's the cover. I apologize for the light reflection, but that's why I post pictures on Instagram. So here we have this cover, and it's actually reversible. We'll get to it in a minute. But then it has this C card, you can see here, which has some information about the release. For example, it says that it's a Radiance release. It has subtitles in English. It has a short synopsis of the film, also a description of the bonus features, mentions that it has a reversible cover, and it also says that this is one of 2,000 copies. On the back it says that this is a film by Laura Citarella from 2022. It has two parts, the first of them 135 minutes, the second one 139, and the language of the film is in Spanish. Besides that, it also says that the transfer has been approved by the director Laura Citarella and the Blu-ray is multi-zone. So now we can see the back here, and if we open this up, we found the two discs, the one with the movie here in the back and the bonus features on the front one, and this booklet. Now let's take a look at the reversible covers. So if I take this out, here's the C card as I was saying before, and here is the first of the covers, which I like better than the other one, and here is the other, which is also nice. I just like the other one a little more. I think it's a little bit more artistic, and this one here has a synopsis a little bit more extended than the one that comes in the C cover. By the way, the actress here is called Laura Paredes, and the character she portrays in the film is also called Laura, just like the director. And for what I got by watching the bonus features, they are good friends, and the name of the character is no coincidence. Moving on to the booklet, here is the front, again, the actress Laura Paredes, and here one other of the characters. Now, as you can see here, the booklet is written in English, and there are some pictures all around, but besides that, let's take a look at the table of contents or index. Then the second page has the cast and crew, which, as you can see, is not a lot of people that did this movie, so that's actually quite remarkable. And then here there's a part that is about El Pampero Cine, which is the production company that Laura Citarella and her friends have, and on which they have developed this movie and also other ones in the past. And here is something that I found interesting, the transfer notes. So let me catch those for you very quick. So it says Trenque Lauquen was shot on a Canon 5D Mark II and Mark III for certain sequences. The film was supplied to Radiance Film as a high-definition digital file. Due to the nature of the cameras used to make the film, there are particular textures inherent in the film, and these have been faithfully replicated in the Blu-ray image. As is customary for El Pampero Cine productions, the use of such cameras is a conscious choice made to enable the greatest freedom of expression to the group, which works outside of typical industry constraints. This release has been created with the collaboration of Laura Citarella. And I found this interesting because regarding picture quality, I was not really impressed by, but I think still that it does a very good job. The Canon 5D cameras are very good. And a lot of things in television and like TV shows and so on have been filmed with these cameras, but they are actually cameras for photography that happen to film very well. So of course these cameras are not as expensive as other ones used in the industry, but they can still produce very good videos. With that said, I think it's hard to compare what they do with other digital cameras, which, for example, like the Arri Alexa, which produces an image much closer to the film. And I think especially for the day scenes, the Canon 5D did a very good job for this movie. But there was a particular scene, if you have watched the movie, maybe it is without spoiling anything, but it's kind of towards the end, that there's a dark scene inside the house. Just like there's like it's late in the day or something, and then there's like low light inside the house. You can see some artifacts in the image in the darker parts of the wall, and that's something similar to what happens when you stream some movies, or like dark scenes of certain movies. So I thought that was like not that nice to find on a Blu-ray disc, but it's not anything major, so it's fine. I just thought that it needed to be said. Also, as I mentioned in the beginning, and it says here, the audio mix is a DTH HD Master 5.1, which sounds very good. The movie doesn't have a very big soundtrack, but still, like the part that has music, I thought that it actually sounds pretty good. Regarding subtitles, it has English subtitles, and in the bonus features, the ones that are in English actually don't have subtitles. And putting all the bonus features together is over an hour and a half of extra content, so that's actually very good, especially for this one being a new movie. Now, in case you don't know anything about the movie, I will read the synopsis here from the front. It says, two men arrive in Trenque Lauquen, which is a city in Argentina, or a town, I would say, in Argentina, in search of a woman. They are both in love with her, but they don't know why she vanished. Their investigation unveils several narratives delicately woven together: a secret relationship, the history of the town itself, and even a possible supernatural incident. So yeah, as you can see, there's a mystery, there's an investigation, and also in part of on the booklet, it's mentioned at some point that this movie is to some extent connected, or like not connected, but kind of like has been compared to Twin Peaks, for example, David Lynch's, right? So I thought it was very, very interesting. I did something that I almost never do, which is making a blind purchase. I pre-ordered this one when it came out in May without knowing anything about the movie, very little about the director, but it really caught my interest that this is an Argentinian movie going out on Radiance, which is a big label with very good titles. So without asking much, I just pre-ordered it because I was very interested about it. Now, just my perspective. Now, after watching the movie, which is, as I said at the beginning, is over 4 hours long, I feel that it's not exactly my kind of movie, but that, of course, is my personal opinion. So don't let that bias you, and like give it an opportunity and be the judge yourself. But being over 4 hours long, I found it to be a little slow, and there were some of the motivation of the characters that I was not very convinced by. But again, that's just my opinion. So in case you're interested about this one, I bought this one from Rare Waves in the UK, but I'm pretty sure you can also get it on the Radiance website still. As it says here, it's limited to 2,000 copies. So if you want to get it, I would say hurry up. Also, in case you want to hear more about the movie, here on YouTube you can find like a lot of reviews of the movie, of people who will go more in detail of what the movie is about. But again, this is a review of the Blu-ray and not the movie per se. So now we can finish the review here. I hope you liked it. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel. And remember that I will post detailed pictures of this release on Instagram with the same handle, Physical Media EU. Lastly, I would love to hear on the comments if you have watched this movie or other work from El Papero Cine or Laura Citarella, and what did you think of it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all at Okie Dokes.